Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Just Bad Games again. This was actually uploaded last night, so... Anyway, this one's on Konami's Walk It Out. So, walking simulator? I don't know. I guess it's an exercise game or something. I don't know. At least that's what I could tell from the name Walk It Out. Who knows? Let's just see what's up and how Konami got involved with this. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's check it out. There it is.
Walk It Out is a game developed by Hudson Soft and published by Konami and released exclusively for the Nintendo Wii in 2010.
What? What is this? Did we just pick a game where you simply walk around?
It's a possibility, but come on. There's no way it's just a one-dimensional walkabout.
I'd say that doesn't inspire much confidence, but
no
this
kidding.
was back in the good Konami times, I guess?
Yeah, before they became whatever ungainly monstrosity of vile and disgust they morphed into in the mid-2010s.
What exactly is a nightmare?
Silent Hill.
But still, a walking game
Same.
where we just walk.
Walk.
Even a great company would struggle to make that work, especially with a game on a specific platform notorious for its overuse of a concept that's guaranteed to force us to move around with motion control.
Bip, bip, bip. You see this here on the cover? It looks like the game is compatible with a bunch of peripherals, including the Wii Balance Board and Konami's Dance Dance Revolution Mat controller. So at the very least, we won't be swinging our arms around like idiots faking the act of walking.
So we're actually
Something
gonna
tells
walk
me we
like
still
for real
are, but
in a
we'll
video
see.
game that's supposed to simulate the very basic act of walking? How can that be fun? How can they prevent us
I
from falling asleep
don't
out
know.
of sheer boredom?
Well, buddy, maybe the best way to approach a game about walking is by sauntering right into the dang thing.
Fine by me. All right, let's jump into a fresh pair of sneakers and get ready to shake a leg. It's time for us to strut our way into adventure with Walk It Out.
Seems we're starting off with an opening movie.
Hey, I'm Liz, and I'm a personal trainer. It's time to walk it out and get fit to over 100
is this-
of your favorite songs.
Songs?
Well, this peppy lady sounds like she's
Okay,
taking our
wait,
guide
this
through
is
the game.
actually from
You
the
can get
intro?
in shape using your Wii remote and nunchuck, your Wii balance board, and even your Dance Dance Revolution controller. That's right. I'm talking to you, Dad. Looking good.
If her sarcasm was any heavier, their TV set would crash through the living room floor.
Oh god.
Looking good.
And don't forget, Walk It Out is filled with mini games and a unique world you create and explore.
Oh, so not
Explore?
only will we be moving around a game world, but we'll be building some of it too. That actually sounds kind of neat.
And with mini games and over
Fair.
100 music tracks to listen to, there's no way we'll be disappointed.
You will be.
That's an ominous one. You will
Wait,
be.
what?
Hold on.
Never mind. We made it to the title screen. Let's start a single-player game and get right into it.
Okay, profiles.
Oh,
or
looks like
guess.
we need to build a profile.
Hi there, my name is Nancy.
Nancy, where's Liz? The lady from the intro video.
Looking good.
I'm here to help you out with the game so you can get walking right away.
Did the game seriously start with a
Okay.
video sequence introducing us to a personal trainer that we'll never interact with again?
Where's
Apparently not.
Liz, Nancy? What did you do with her?
Looking good.
Help!
First, you need to tell me a bit about yourself. Don't worry,
Typey.
I'm not going to ask you about girlfriends or boyfriends or anything like that. Honest.
Nancy's definitely had her share of run-ins with HR.
Let's choose an avatar for you. Which do you prefer?
We can't use one of our previously created Mii characters? That's
Aw.
weird. It's the Nintendo Wii. Avatar characters can be built right into the system. Plenty of third-party developers made use of them.
Nope. They seem to want you to pick between one of only two avatars. Those who wear pants and those that wear short shorts.
And when you really think about it, is there any other kind of person?
But at least we have plenty of options in terms of controller selection. And lucky us, we've got that DDR dance mat we mentioned. That's how we'll be moseying today.
Folks, we're no strangers to beat sequencing dance pads, so we spared no expense and got the official Dance Dance Revolution Mat created by Konami for the Wii.
You can bet both your tootsies that we're gonna be having the ultimate walking experience with this sucker.
But even
Sure.
with the mat, it looks like we need to hold the Wiimote and nunchuck while we're doing our fancy footwork. Are we really gonna be waving our arms around while we're walking? That seems like a recipe for a tumble.
Hey, don't worry,
Just
we're cool gamer
Ah!
guys.
The-
We got this.
Tell that was a curse or not. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Finally doing the thing. We're walking it out.
Yeah, but with a bunch of lyrics plastered on our screen? I figured this game would emphasize the music, but this doesn't look so good. The screen's too dang busy.
Yeah, let me see if I can just... Where's the pause button? How do I pause this?
The game manual says you need to click something called the portable player.
Portable player? The heck's a portable player?
Maybe down there on the right?
Or a Walkman?
A Walkman would be perfect for this game if you think about it.
Sure, but that's
In
not
the name,
the point. The plus or start button usually pulls up the main menu. Where did they hide their stupid little...
Oh.
Oh, got it. Apparently that is the portable player.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, thank
Hey,
God.
Subtitles off.
Ah, that's better. Now we can get a pure, untainted feel for the Walk It Out experience. Right, Shane?
Shane?
Shane? Would you
Shane?
tell us how the game feels?
Not good, Adam!
Oh.
I mean, sure, our
That bad?
avatar is walking it out on screen and frolicking around the place they call Rhythm Island.
Welcome to Rhythm Island.
But back in the real world, we're kind of just stomping our feet like a child having a temper tantrum.
You can step on any of the button squares on the dance mat to move forward in this game. Heck, you can even keep rhythm with both feet marching on the exact same button if you like. You can even hop on it like an idiot.
Hey.
Basically, this means the rhythm portion of Walk It Out can be played with one action button.
A single action button? Oh, that sounds familiar.
One.
By the way, yes, we had a primer on how to properly play this game. There was a tutorial section in a giant abandoned stadium.
Hi there. Welcome to Rhythm Island.
And, well,
There are no time limits or specific places you have to. You can spend your time how you like. If you are using the dance mat, you don't have to use the same buttons. You can always explore Rhythm Island and collect chickens.
How long did it take?
It's a good thing we took that bullet for you, because our eyes glazed quicker than Krispy Kreme's finest.
some info did
Let me
take,
use
though,
one
like
now.
the fact that we need to time our pacing precisely to this step meter in the top left corner here. That's what digitally
looks like it's
fuels
only
our
like
momentum.
1%.
But
Step.
that means, much like the rate of speed you'd be moving after getting sick from consuming far too many of those super sweet donuts we mentioned earlier, the momentum never really feels fast. You really are walking here.
So, now we all know how to move our character forward in this game.
Right. Moving
True.
forward is one thing, but how the heck do we freely explore? The game's riveting how-to section barely touched on the topic, and that seems pretty important in a game about motion.
Actually, I think we've already been seeing that a little bit.
Oh, yeah, the arrows.
Really? Weird. To me, it just looks like we've been moving around in constrained directions.
Do you see these arrows up there in the sky? The ones we're scrolling through right now? These decide the path you get to walk in.
Wait, pump them Reeboks. We don't have freedom of movement?
We don't have freedom of movement.
The freaking
Oh.
game box literally told us to explore.
Explore, yeah.
Directional option arrows? That is not what I call exploration.
Well, then that game box is a hunk of lies. Because our time with Rhythm Island will not be spent cruising the world in our own unique way. We're marching to the game's highly curated beat with a highly curated path.
No, that's idiotic. There's gotta be some other way to control movement.
Let's see. We can instantly turn around by clicking on our character, which is a little disorienting if you click them by accident. We can stop stomping the dance mat to come to a halt, but otherwise, we're locked in a continuous, straightforward flow.
Oh, great.
And also, I did notice that if you did stop, your points go down. So yeah, this thing is basically a walking treadmill without even buying a treadmill. Like, that's how you can basically see it as. Like, you can't, I don't think you can even speed up. With that rhythm thing, you're going that beat, otherwise you're stuck. I think. I don't know. What happens if you do go off beat? Like, just... Why am I earning points? Or I swear, that's gonna be what happens, but I don't know. Whew. Okay, glad I missed this one.
8. So we're only free to change direction when we hit a
I said,
crossroad with
see?
stupid sky
What's up?
arrows.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of those train track changing devices railroads use.
Railroads? Rails? Hold up. So this is an on-rails game? A freaking on-rails walker? Has this
Pretty
ever
much.
happened before?
Heck if I know. The developers may have Frankensteined a brand new genre.
But who asks for this? The only on-rails games I want to play are light gun shooters, like Time Crisis or Area 51. Those feel exciting and engaging, although the crisis is in time and aliens and explosions.
Well, if it's any consolation, we have stuff we can kind of point at with the Wiimote.
Cool. Are we talking about these weird floating circles?
The game
Probably.
calls them capsules, and they're freaking everywhere.
Hey, have you seen any capsules laying around the island? Use the Wii remote to click on them and watch the world of Rhythm Island grow.
Thanks, Nancy. Keen-eyed viewers out there may have noticed this number above our step meter here. These are walking points that we accumulate for every step we time correctly. These points are the currency we're gonna use to open all the capsules on the island.
What's in this capsule thing, anyway?
Deciduous tree. Not the most riveting thing in the world, but let's go ahead and purchase it anyway.
Yahoo!
Well, Nancy's impressed, but I can't say I am. It's just a little greenery, and it doesn't seem like we can actually do anything with it. It's not interactable in any way. In fact, there were already trees around us in the game that I could have looked at for free.
Okay, but surely there's something worth uncapsuling around here. Let's try and unlock something else.
Deciduous tree.
Deciduous tree.
Sweet
Try the other side?
foliage. Is it all trees? Is that what we're dealing with here?
It can't be. What about these over here?
Deciduous tree.
Deciduous tree.
Deciduous.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. But eventually we discover unlockables beyond the everyday forest filler.
Thank goodness for that. Here, we've decapsuled NPCs and a street sign.
Oh, cool. What street are we on anyway?
I have no idea.
Walkware Street, I think?
Can we interact with these in any way?
Nope, doesn't look like it. In fact, it feels like you can barely even glimpse at what you unlock because you're trying to stomp in rhythm with the indicator in the top left. Your eye is mostly glued up there.
But we can stop, right? Why don't we just do that?
We can stop, sure, but look, it makes our avatar angry. I don't think we want that.
Are we bleeding walking points? We
Yeah.
are. Well, look at the negatives.
That's what I
We're
saw.
being reprimanded for taking a breather.
break. Yeah.
Honestly, even when you're back to moving and trying your very best to stay on beat, sometimes you'll land a negative or two. It just happens. Somewhere in the long chain of calculating your footsteps, something is breaking down. The game just don't count good.
Looks like we'll have to walk for a while to end up with a healthy amount of points. Let's get moving.
Whew, right. That's about 4 minutes of diligent stepping. About time for a shopping spree.
Yahoo!
That's it. We teetered back and forth like morons on a mat for 4 minutes, and we could only crack open 2 whole capsules?
To put this in
Or at least
perspective, we
3.
opened 2 capsules just now. 2. Look at how many are still around.
The pricing can get crazy expensive sometimes, too. A streetlight's 70 points, a palm tree's 100, a car's 200.
Why charge so much for the car? It's not as if we can drive the freaking thing.
We're seeing major frustration hurdles for a gameplay loop all about collecting and spending hard-earned step cheddar.
I feel like I'm losing it, and we've barely stepped into the game world. Can we at least find a change of scenery or something? We've been revolving around this opening area forever.
Sure, we'll just buy this yellow arrow capsule, which I think allows us to open new routes.
Oh goody, the on-rails exploration to different sections is gated behind walking points? It's all the fun of microtransactions without grabbing a credit card.
And it's still empty.
So, buddy, you
Yeah?
see what I'm seeing out here?
Well,
Yep.
I see a lot
Hold
of
on.
capsules everywhere, a couple of trees, an NPC or two. Am I missing something or?
The game's missing something, man! The game!
nothing.
There's hardly anything on this island.
Whoa, yeah. Now that you mention it, it is crazy deserted. Did they demolish the city before we got here?
Maybe we
Probably.
missed an explanation during Nancy's paint-dryingly slow tutorial? Talk of some special location with all the actual fun stuff?
Hold on, let's hit up the options menu again. Maybe we can see our objectives or the map or something.
Yep, we got a map. Let's bring this puppy up.
Whoa.
this?
Crap.
What's this?
What is all this?
This?
Capsules. Capsules
Everywhere.
Miles and miles. Just a sea of capsules.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I think
Gotta
the game
unlock
wants
everything?
us to
Unlock
everything on Rhythm Island.
Oh, they can't be serious. They can't be serious.
Look at the freaking capsule counter at the bottom of the screen. Thousands. I'd say they seem pretty dang serious.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice. I was too busy watching the frame rate tank while we were scrolling through the infinite freaking map markers. Wait, how many of these are just trees, Adam?
Jane, I honestly don't know.
How many of these are just trees, Adam?
I don't know.
Ah!
Folks,
Oh,
we
God.
are gobsmacked. You're probably seeing
gonna
this
be a
and
while.
wondering, how did it all come to this? How did a game like Walk It Out trudge out into existence?
Very simply, when Nintendo bundled Wii Sports with the Wii in North America, it became one of the most popular video games ever. Nintendo correctly surmised that the huge new audience of people who bought in would probably want more fitness and sports-like games instead of Nintendo's traditional gamer-focused games. No Super Smash Bros. For Pop, so they released Wii Fit along with a balance board controller that became an instant hit for Nintendo. They sold millions. They made a lot of money. So this happened.
Open the floodgates.
Third-party developers started making a slew of athletic games with real-world physical activity in mind, and they may not have all been spit shined to perfection.
Which we're assuming is how we wound up with yours
Yeah.
truly.
But what we don't understand is why the game has to be so unfun to play. Solid and proven design elements of Konami's Dance Dance Revolution franchise are completely abandoned in Walk It Out.
We already talked about the one-button interaction, taking away any interesting gameplay potential. And because the game is just walking, there are no changes to the rhythm. It's as monotonous as a metronome.
A song with a higher beats per minute, or BPM, will make the rhythm faster, but still, it's just an endless procession of evenly paced steps.
And the only way you could maybe turn that into a good feature is if it allowed the player to get into the groove of the song and not even have to look at the step meter anymore. You know, enter a flow state where you step to the song, leaving the stress of the world behind.
Well,
work.
nope. See, it rarely feels like that beat is synced properly. If anything, you have more of a chance to fall off beat if you close your eyes and actually concentrate on stepping in time with the music.
So this is a rhythm game where you will actively do worse if you try to stay on rhythm? Ugh. You know what? I've had it. Get me back to that options menu. If we're playing another minute of this hot mess, we're doing it on our terms.
There. We set the game to make capsules more reasonably priced and tweaked other options so that we're no longer docked points for doing something crazy like taking a break in a family-friendly exercise game.
We're free from the game's crappy default playstyle. With the strictness dialed back on our stomps and the game's single action button inputs, we can now take a more laid-back approach to how we move.
We even invented a few original step styles you can try at home, like the hustle and hold down.
The tipsy trudge.
Buddy, up.
Walk it out, walks it out. Freestyle.
You know, I'm actually pretty exhausted from all this foot button mashing. Is there an option where we can give our tootsies a rest?
Technically, no. It is a walking game after all, but there might be a workaround. The game is set up to work
with the
just the
nunchuck,
Wiimote
too.
and nunchuck. You put the nunchuck in your pocket, and as you step, its accelerometer acts like a pedometer, tracking your steps.
And?
Well, this system is susceptible to the same cheesing that works on activity trackers, or those Pokemon Pikachu virtual pets from the 90s. If you want it to count your steps, you really just gotta shake it.
My gosh, it's working. It's actually working. Now we can walk it out from the comfort of the couch. We'll unlock all those tree capsules yet.
But there's one more way we can cheese this game to make it as quick and painless as possible.
A song called Get Your Freak On
by rapper Missy Misdemeanor Elliott.
Elliot.
This song, how can we put this? It is to us what the superstar is to Mr. Mario. What the power-up sneakers are to Sir Sonic the Hedgehog.
Get Your Freak On has wicked fast beats per minute.
We love Get Your Freak On.
We need Get Your Freak On.
We create a playlist devoted solely to it. GUFO on perpetual rotation, baby.
Sure, we're still walking, but at least we're now walking slightly faster to get us that extra money we need to buy more trees.
We were lucky we'd unlocked this glimmering light of hope because I don't know if you noticed, but we don't got a lot of songs.
Turns out you start the game with only 20 of 120 tracks. You need to walk and unlock
Seriously?
the rest. At first we thought this wasn't a big deal, until...
We realized when we collected a green CD capsule that it didn't unlock a song. It unlocked a quarter of a song.
So
Quarter.
that means to unlock the entire library,
We need to collect hundreds of music orbs. And it's not like they're easy to find. I mean, they hide them out of view floating in the ever-loving sky. We walked by this rock face multiple times and didn't see these CDs, even when the map showed us exactly where they were.
Does Missy Elliott's 2001 smash hit make Walk It Out a better playing game?
No.
Heck no. But it does wonders to ease our pain. We bank walking points at a better rate, and we can move to different parts of Rhythm Island ever so slightly quicker.
But getting into a different section of the world does not always guarantee that we'll be able to leave it.
Like here, when we walk on down towards this beach area, we buy the yellow route capsule that gives us access to the sands and have a quick look. Then, when we turn around to march back up to where we came from,
Gotta buy it again?
Dated. Really? What the heck? We already bought our way in. Now you want us to buy our way out?
Oh.
feels like we're being step hustled.
And believe us, gated directions are not the only part of this game that are an odd unlockable.
Here we find a capsule to unlock a suspension bridge that is... clearly not a suspension bridge.
Wow, suspension bridge has been built.
It's not even suspended. Educate yourself, Nancy.
But that's
It's a regular
nowhere as
bridge.
wild as this next unlockable. Check it out. We managed to pony
Airship?
up enough dough to get an enormous airship.
Whoa.
Cool. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Hold on, dude. What are you?
Cool.
And there's plenty
Yeah, that
more
was
to
close.
gawk at around here.
We're gonna have
like-
an Hindenburg.
Hey, have we seen this lady before? This one just waiting around us ominously and waving.
Oh, there she is.
Huh. Yeah, with the demonic red eyes. You know, she does look familiar.
Did we see her in
Yeah,
the
over
opening
there.
moments of the game?
Yeah, right. Then when we were buying things around the same area.
And then when we were noticing how the world is totally empty?
And just as we started to get our freak on,
And when we unlocked that mislabeled bridge? And, oh gosh, she's multiplying.
combing the land, we've actually come across even more types of unlockables, like these special rainbow capsules.
According to the manual, there are 7 of these in total, and they spawn randomly on the island each real-world day. Collect all 7, and the rainbow paints the sky.
And there ain't nothing stopping this beautiful behemoth, not even the cover of darkness.
A moonbow, I think is what they call these at night.
If a pot of gold's cheekily rumored to be at the end of a rainbow, what do you figure is at the end of a moonbow?
And of course, it doesn't end there, people. There are yet more types of floating pickups that are even more annoying to get, like constellation capsules, which only appear in the evening.
Sometimes you have to open up to 16 of these just to complete a single constellation,
16?
plastering these bright twinklers out into the night sky.
And because Walk It Out synchronizes Rhythm Island's time with your Wii's real-world clock, you might never see the extra astronomical circles bobbing about if you play during the morning or afternoon.
Oh, but what do you think the game solution for that is? Huh?
More capsules! That's right, there are also magical clock capsules casually flung across the land. And, same as with music, you need 4 capsules to unlock one. These allow you to select a specific hour with the magical clock.
But what is a magical clock? Well, it's the game's tool to let you disregard real-world time. It allows you to time travel to whatever hours you have freed from capsule prison. A handy way to fetch those annoying constellation pickups that you might otherwise never see.
And look, isn't this worth all the walking and collecting and time defilement.
A sky animal drawing isn't rewarding. We've been putzing around the same dull locations, clicking on circles for hours and hours. I feel so disconnected from the entire experience, like everything is empty and pointless.
Do you think it's because we've had the nunchuck rigged to our highly sophisticated stepping machine for the last half hour?
That's one way to do it.
Nah, it already felt empty and pointless before that.
Do you smell something burning? I smell burning.
Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off!
Oh, God!
Even if this genius contraption of ours worked, it wouldn't matter. You can only stock up so many points until the game stops counting them.
Sure, the number it stops at looks mighty big, but don't forget how expensive things can be on just the normal game settings.
And let's say you played this for a few hours and didn't feel like spending additional time using up any of your hard-earned walking currency to unlock some orbs?
Well, guess what? There's no way to keep your walking points once you end your game.
There's no bank, there's no wallet. When you save the game, leave and come back to it, all your unspent foot funds are gone.
Oh,
come
you'll see
on!
both trees and other floating orb things you unlocked, sure. But when it comes to actually saving the most valuable thing you built up during your play, the game doesn't do it.
And spending this stuff isn't exactly a breeze. Every orb we opened, we had to walk to that orb in real time. So if there's no orbs around you, you gotta foot stomp your way to go find some.
There is no fast travel or warp to a specific spot on the map. If you need to go somewhere, you must walk it out. Facing a kind of walk it out existential crisis, we turn to the quiet countryside of Rhythm Island for a little peace. There, we unlock hay bales and flower fields.
And the more flower fields we unlock, the more the game drops frames and slows to a crawl.
Now, the game struggles even more to accurately identify our footsteps. Thanks, Blooms.
Oh, look,
Wow.
even a few cows out there doing their cow thing, which is apparently floating.
And can we get a better look at this?
If only.
Is it sad that this is one of the most visually engaging things in the game so far? Because I feel like that's pretty sad.
City centers, suburbs, beach boardwalks, no matter how much we unlock and try to add to Rhythm Island, it all feels like digital filler, none of which feels lovingly crafted for the player.
Not one building we can go into. Not one person we can chat with. Not one hot dog vendor we can buy a succulent salty meat tube from.
Even when we unlock a large set piece, like a pond with boats, it feels empty. Oh, there are people in those boats. They just don't populate till you get real close. Then they phase back out of existence.
I don't know which fate is worse, phasing in and out in a pond or being trapped in an endless game of catch, not able to stop, not able to move, not able to scream. Are we not all trapped in a loop, unable to free ourselves, cursed to trudge forward, never ending?
Okay, I think we have to wrap this up soon. We're losing Shane.
Never ending.
So we did our darndest to finish the fight. We walked every pixel, unlocked every element in Rhythm Island, and after literally thousands and thousands of capsules, we finally got to our last unlockable.
A deciduous tree. Ending this how we started. Beautiful.
And how does the game reward all our tireless labor? Congrats.
That's it?
Nancy. You couldn't have even bothered to say the whole word.
Do you even comprehend the enormity of the task we've accomplished in your void dollscape, Nancy? This game gives the term walking simulator a worse name.
Those types of games have been wrapped in a negative stigma with plenty of gamers for a while now. Can we even call Walk It Out a walking simulator?
While the exact definition of walking simulator as a genre is debatable, the labeling is mostly used as an insult. A way to say that something sucks, because you just be walking and nothing else.
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island.
Dear Esther was the poster child for such a game. It's a narrative title, but it became infamous for its core gameplay component, walking.
Yep, just walking. We're not gonna say this style of game is terrible, but well...
Yeah, you can definitely see why.
It's not exactly engaging, is it?
Some games that have been unofficially labeled
Firewatch.
walking simulators have had interesting characters, like Campo Santo's Firewatch. Others have had fantastically hilarious concepts, visuals, and writing,
Parable.
like Galactic Cafe's The Stanley Parable.
I want you to come in and tell me all about
Your damn. Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
You can make a walking game fun, but it's mostly down to the craftsmanship wrapped around all that actual walking.
But is Walk It Out
True.
coded in happy fun time set pieces or interesting characters?
Yahoo!
Nope.
No.
No compelling narrative?
Yeah, even I have to agree. Like, you can't just have a walking game. You gotta have something to do. Otherwise, you're just gonna just make people pass out and fall asleep for boredom. Like, I don't think that's even possible. Come on. Even I would have gotten bored. Anyway,
No engrossing world? Any other elements wrapped around the simple act of moving forward?
I
that
played a
make it
few.
actually
Firewatch, What
crazier?
Remains of Edith
I think
Finch.
we both already know the
Stanley
answer to
Parable?
that.
Right,
Sleep.
okay, then we
Check
can
if I need to
do
redo
Walk
that
It
game.
Out, a game constructed to literally
I'll look it up
simulate
later.
walking, worse than any other metaphorical walking simulator we've ever played.
Heck, even Dear Esther has a decent voiceover. Here all we get is...
Yahoo!
Ugh.
That.
You know, I just remembered something. I think this game has a multiplayer mode.
Really? Well, then I guess we should check it out.
Really? That's it?
Are we playing at the same time on the same screen, going in the exact same direction, and are bound to one another in such a way that if one of us stops moving for any reason, the other one also stops moving?
Looks like it.
Why?
Turn off the multiplayer mode now.
Yeah, get out
I
of
don't know
there.
how the game manages it, but the multiplayer feels just as soul-crushing as its single-player component.
Oof.
Come on, give us something different.
Oh wait, didn't the trainer lady say something about minigames?
Who, Nancy?
Oh.
No, Liz.
And don't forget, Walk It Out is filled with mini games on the unique world you create and explore.
Right. Oh, look, here they are, tucked away in the portable player options menu.
Do you think there's any hope that these things are actually worth the effort of selecting them with a Wiimote?
Maybe we'll get lucky.
Probably not. We'll see.
First game is called Whack-a-Slack.
If these are slacks, then the game has properly incentivized us to assault them.
Yeah, okay. Oh, there.
This minigame, seems to be kind of similar to Dance Dance Revolution, but instead of
does.
directions you need to step on rhythm with, you bop these slack guys on the noggin by stepping on the corresponding arrow on the dance mat.
Doesn't seem like much of a challenge. On the bright side, we probably nailed a high score.
20%.
Whoa, wait. Why did we score so low? We whacked the slacks. Hardly any of them got away.
Let's give that another shot.
Right. Okay.
Wait, does it count as only perfect? Has to be, right?
Yeah. Go score again. What are we missing here?
Seems like we're not hitting the slacks perfectly every time.
But the light around them lights up, and that's when I'm supposed to hit them, right?
Seems like not. The light lets you know when they can be hit, but it seems you don't get a perfect hit unless you get them right when their heads poke out to their peak.
So I need to time my hits perfectly by estimating when a bulbous 3D model fully prairie dogs itself through an opening just right.
It's like a bad version of Whack-A-Mole with extreme timing limits.
This is
Great.
stupid.
Ouch.
How could Konami make something so unquestionably idiotic? They made Dance Dance Revolution. That game was positively ancient by the time this stumbled onto the scene. Why didn't they just make a proper minigame clone of that?
Right. With DDR, you can easily read the exact moment you're supposed to step in a specific direction.
And they own the rights to Dance Dance Revolution. It's not like they were gonna sue themselves for infringement, but no.
Actually, they did
Instead,
once.
We get a knockoff. What a joke.
Okay, so Whack-A-Slack's a write-off. What's next?
Psycho Low.
What's a
Psycho-Lo?
Psycho-Lo?
I don't know, Lo.
Don't do that. It
Please
sickens
stop.
me.
It's an overly complicated puzzle game where you have to move this cube around by matching the color of the cube to the color on the floor tile. And you collect hearts and knock the slacks off the grid.
It seems impossible to lose, and it goes on forever.
Playing this any longer than a minute will give you a headache so severe, you might actually want to switch back to unlocking mystical orbs with Nancy while she's screaming in your ear, just for respite. Please tell me the next game is better.
Ooh, next one
Wait,
seems
Smash
to
and
be
Run.
the last. Smash and Run.
We only have 3 games. Wow.
Holy crap, check it out. We actually have totally free range of movement by using the joystick here.
So on-rails walking was a deliberate choice for the main game. I'm somehow having trouble processing this.
What are we doing here?
Bludgeoning slacks with a toy hammer?
Like it.
Is that it?
Well, no. By stepping on the dance mat, we fill up a meter, which makes our hammer bigger.
Bigger? To do what?
To take out larger slacks, who turn into multiple smaller slacks we then also have to hammer.
This isn't entertaining, but the game makes it worse by our hammer swing input utilizing
Motion control. There it is.
meaning we have to deal with major imprecision when we're trying to land a hit.
Well, this sucks. Please, tell me they didn't stuff multiplayer into any of these so-called mini-games.
They did.
Well, one of them got the treatment. Whack-a-slack seems to be multiplayer.
Okay, fine, sure. It's a Dance Dance Revolution clone. We've both played that game side by side in arcades. You and I will get our own play fields, and at the end, the person who is most accurate will win.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sure does. Let's play.
Wait, what? That does not look right.
Are we both just the hammers now?
Are we both on the same play field?
How does this... But why would they... It doesn't make any... What?
What?
So the goal is to clock these dorks in the brains together, and we get a combined score? We're not even competing with one another? You done goofed up your own DDR clone!
What a stupid thing to exist.
It should feel like we both won.
But I feel like we both lost.
Walk It Out is a rhythm and fitness
kidding.
game that leaves us feeling exhausted. And no, it's not because we got in a little cardio.
Right
Every
from
time.
the starting pistol, the game slows you down with design choices that utterly cramp its core gameplay.
Oof.
Awful rhythm-based inputs, boring and repetitive unlockables, terrible step monetization, and an exploration system that completely constricts your freedom of movement.
And for a game about fitness, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the game's bloated fat problem. Thousands of unlockables, unnecessary and unfun mini-games, and utterly huge assets that bring performance to a snail's pace.
The
Yeah, no
game
kidding.
trips over its own feet and face plants well behind other fitness titles. Simple as that. Hard to believe that this
Yep.
exercise in exasperation is from Konami, the company that was once an industry leader in the world of rhythm games.
It makes actual walking in real life seem like a roller coaster thrill ride. Time to walk this game off and enjoy the local trees at
That is
no
tough.
extra cost because
It's just bad. Yeah, even I'm just looking at that and be just like, oh, what the hell was that? Oy. Well, I mean, hey, at least we're done. Just, oy. I think I was nearly bored out of my mind there. Anyone else, let me know. Oy. Well, till next time. Laters. Yeah, nap.